Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, and Denmark. So the territories in north of Scotland has been reclaimed by us and our armies came back home to rest. We are starting to accumulate the money yet again, but that's not why I started this episode. I started it because we want to get the cross staffs. I think that will increase our colonial range by 25% and also give us a boost to global trade power for 2 years. Diplomatic technology advance. Sailors who journeyed far from land needed to calculate distances. Navigators found the use of a cross staff or Jacob's staff invaluable in helping them determine the angle between the horizon and the sun. So trade range and max colonial range have been increased, and Volkas has claimed one of our provinces. I'm not bothered by that at all. So what I need to do now is I need to see if we can actually oh, we don't have a explorer. Okay, that's right. Because I was wondering if this increase might let us to search the North Sea. We can't get any more ships, can we? We can't. We are still over our land force limits. We really need to get Vakrian done because this is getting a bit ridiculous. I need that port and the connection. And also the separatism to go the hell away. I wanted to remove my province from the Holy Roman Empire, but I can't because we have a truce with the Emperor. So both provinces are still useless as hell to us. Great. So ships. I'm going to... Well, can we? Yeah, we can. The current leader of our armies sucks. So I think we really don't need him. And we are going to split you and take the Carrack and 2 Latin-sailed caravels and send them on a mission if we can. So you're gonna protect North Baltic, which you were doing right until now, and you're gonna go back home to our capital. Now, one thing that I wanted to tell you a long time is that I read up on the ships that we use, and it's kind of interesting to find out what mean Latin-sailed caravel and caravel. Latin sail was a specific kind of sail that was very popular at the end of the 14th and 15th century, and then these ships evolved into caravels. It's actually kind of interesting to note that also there's no difference between Carrack and caravel, just that Carrack was slightly bigger. And it comes from the fact that the ships evolved gradually, every ship was unique, there was no nothing to say this is a Carrack, this is a caravel, there was no big difference, just Carrack was slightly bigger. So it's pretty fun to note that. Urban dwellers had always existed under a different code of rulers than their ruler brethren, even in the same state. Just as monarchs looked to curb the privileges of nobles, they often tried to bring cities under more uniform rules and regulations. The cities often resisted these efforts. Deny old rights or accept. Burghers gain loyalty, but we lose legitimacy. That's something that... This really sucks. We have a huge problem with legitimacy. But I don't really want to lose the stability, so let's accept that. Which will most likely... Yeah, we can have a civil war happening very soon. How long do we have to recover this? Hey, no progress. Okay, well... Hopefully that's how it's gonna be in the future as well. So let's send our ships home and see if we can get a leader. Oh, I need 50 diplomatic power and I have 32. Great. Where was I? Oh, I wanted to get an explorer. Alf Norby. So Alf, can you do something for us? Yes, you can. You can circumnavigate the globe. Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna send you out there, but I'm gonna monitor you to see how well you're doing, because I don't think that's gonna work at all. I don't think Alf has this thought through, but you know, we recruited him, and the king trusts him when he recruited him, so let's do that. The military ideas of Megan. The queen consort Megan is proving to be a fearless woman, often seen studying the techniques of the soldiers during their training. Sometimes she even approaches the practice ground herself. While some were initially hesitant to engage the royal queen consort in melee, others were curious about the skills she brought with her from her life in Scotland. Even though it was a surprise to some people, Megan's reputation for handling herself in a fight is not an unwarranted one. In addition, the presence of the queen consort seems to have an encouraging effect on the troops. Gain 50 military power. Well, you go and show them, baby. How's the institution spread doing? 57.02 in Sealand, 63.55 in Skåne. Spreading fairly fast. Oh, and we're even spreading it to Sweden. Interesting. Not many countries have embraced Renaissance. Interesting what Polotsk did. It's a fairly big city. Important center of trade. Copper. Largest regional city. Persecuted removal presence. Religious syncretism. Farming efficiency, religious scandal, Lithuanian crown land. Okay, our legitimacy is increasing now. How are we doing on the disaster? Okay, civil war is not a problem. Internal conflicts, however, are a problem. We can kill this by having land maintenance modifier at max. It's interesting. Well, our goal to circumnavigate the globe, I can't even say that with a straight face, has failed miserably. Our first fleet went all the way to the Gulf of Nigeria, and then for some reason they decided to turn around and sailed, and they discovered South America. However, they are in a state that's actually really awful, and oh crap. Okay, I think we're going to lose them because I can't really... I thought I could stop the mission, cancel it, but I guess not. They're just going to go and die out there on the sea. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, you can now see where our ships are, and they're gonna get just bigger and bigger attrition and die. Well, but we've discovered the Americas. That's at least something. Too bad I can't really save it. But okay, that I like that mechanic. We have sent them out. The king has given them his permission, and they are going to fail, but they will not come back home scared. Anyway, speaking of good news, we will in 3 days finish the coring of Vagrien. Just as I said so. And that will allow us to build a communal hall here. Actually, next month when we gain the gold that we need. High naval attrition, yes I know. I would like to do something with that, but I can't because they're out of my supply range. But that's a really cool mechanic. I like this. So you can just keep throwing ships out into the deep sea and see how they fare. Pretty good. Anyway, it's gonna also fix our problem of naval force limits being too high. So yeah, let's consider that a blessing. So we're gonna build a communal hall here, and it's gonna be followed by a port. The autonomy here is still increasing, but on a slight separatism will go away soon. Once I can, I'm gonna remove both of these from the Holy Roman Empire, because that is not a bad idea. And we can create a state here. Okay, let's do this. And core them all. Now they might be We're losing autonomy. No, still not. Still not. Never mind then. What I wanted to do next is also take the technologies, because we can. So Manierism, level 22, gives us a bonus to military. A new, no wait, not military, this is a production one, I think. A new school of art which emerged in the Renaissance, notable for its intellectual sophistication and tension. It spread rapidly throughout Europe and remained popular for centuries. Administrative efficiency increased, and we can now build a mine complex. So where are you guys going to die? Are you... Yeah, they were trying to make it all the way down south around Americas. Well, actually, they discovered a lot for us. I like that. I like that. However, what I don't like is the fact that we have not been able to... Okay, something changed. Something has changed, because it was telling me, I don't understand this mechanic at all. It was telling me that the integration of Norway would be done in April 1524 and just kept growing, and now it dropped down. I'm not sure what is up with that. But I know that if we increase our stability, things will start to speed up. Because you can see here that it's dependent upon stability. Hold on. You can see it here. And did it just tell me? No. Okay, we can revoke honorless nobles. And we could revoke burghers' privileges, but I don't think that's a good idea. What I should have done though was reduce the inflation before I actually started building the commune hall here. That would have been a good idea. Well, let's leave it on automatic. And bulletproof armor. 604 military power and bonuses for next 10 years here with army tradition. So bulletproof armor 22. As guns became more common on the battlefield, the knights demanded thicker armor that was proof against bullets. Armorers would fire a pistol into a breastplate, leaving behind a dent that showed buyers the armor was safe to wear. It's actually so cool. Free shooter infantry and early tertio. So we can now get those. Early tertio or free shooter infantry. What do we have now? We had charge infantry. So the free shooters would be an upgrade on that. Tertios would be a change on that. Let's go with free shooter infantry. As guns became deadlier and more common on battlefield, charge infantry changed tactics. They were still trained and equipped to fight up close, but they deliberately waited for the enemy to shoot before charging. Because guns could take so long to reload, they could often close the distance before the enemy had a chance to fire twice, and both arquebuses and muskets were notoriously inaccurate at longer ranges. The strategy was risky, but paid off handsomely when it succeeded. Okay. That's fine. And we lost an advisor, a diplomatic one. We really need that guy. National unrest. Who is he? It doesn't tell me because I can't recruit him. And Danish Cardinal dies. An ill day for Denmark. It truly is. Turns out raising the investment into the court was not completely in vain. Our court level has increased to impressive court level 4. I'm kinda surprised that happened because I guess the numbers don't recalculate all the time. It's weird. Lowered stability increased interval by 10%, extra diplomat, extra morale of navies and armies, increased year with prestige, possible advisors, diplomatic reputation increased, improved relations increased, diplomatic relations increased, and liberty desired and subject lowered. And plus, art power in capital increased by 45%, and art power in regional capitals increased by 22.5%. Our ruler's court is lavish, with artists, entertainers, and feasts to fill places. It would take months to become tired of this splendor. Oh! And the province here, Nordfresklund, shifts to Danish. Awesome! So it is now a Danish province. That is great news. And it appears that King Mats I is now kind-hearted. Okay, well, he's a good king then. Silver tongue and kind heart. They go hand in hand, I guess. Well, we can now get the advisor that we couldn't before, who died, and we're gonna get Tordhill. And as our ships that we have sent to circumnavigate the globe has not reported back, we have no other choice but to conclude that they have been lost to sea and create a project to replace them with 2 new caravels. So I'm gonna do that in the meantime. We still haven't increased the naval force limits though, nor have we increased the land force limits. But the good news is that the autonomy of Wagrien has started dropping really fast, and I guess that so should the autonomy of Storman. Yes, okay, cool. So once we finish the commune hall, I'm gonna invest. Well, I probably won't be able to because I won't have the money, but once I get the money, our kind-hearted king will invest into Wagrien to build a trade wharf. After which point we really should start thinking about building a trade dockland in our capital, because the integration of Norway is actually speeding up. Look at that. Now it says June 1518, so in 8 years we're going to have Norway. But that means that we'll need to work on our autonomy, because some of these provinces are completely autonomous. So the building a port, for example, here would be a good idea. Do we have a port there? Yeah, we have a trade wharf, so getting a stronger port there would not be a bad idea, and maybe even in the Romsa. Well, but as our ships have never returned, and we never really found any territories that would be suitable for us to colonize, haven't we, right? And these are way too far, and they're not interesting to us, honestly. We have decided to abandon the project of colonization here, and instead we're gonna focus at the northern territories which we want to get. I think that's fair. Well, the game is determined to make me fail. Our heir, Akon, breathes heavily. He has been lying in bed for 3 days now, and reflected in the beads of sweat on his forehead is the fear of his attendant's eyes for Hakon's life. Hakon might not make it through the night unless something is done, so we can send for a trained medicus, which will cost us 68 gold, or pray for his life. Let's send for a trained medicus, and he has died anyway. Yeah, I said so. I said that the game is determined to make me fail. So let's demand support from our burghers, money on pretense of a loan, and what now? Well, we just have to hope that our king can, together with our queen, make a new heir, because the one that we had has died. Crap. A succession is safe. Hakon, about the same level as his father and his previous heir. Hakon, with a strong claim, is now our new heir. Let's hope this guy won't die, because we won't be able to probably get another one. But cool. That is really cool. What is not cool, though, is our humongous inflation. So I've decided to burn some of the some of our administrative power to get rid of some of this inflation, which should make things slightly better for us. We're gonna get a bit more money every single month, I'm gonna get it on as so far as it won't increase. Okay, one more step. Yeah. Okay, that actually boosted our income quite significantly by almost an entire point of gold every month. And the caravel is now much cheaper. So let's order it. One of them is already joined the North Baltic Trade Protect. I'm not sure which caravel it is. I think it's the Fundsborg, but I can be sure. The autonomy of our provinces is nice. Final land force limits have increased, which helps with the income. Autonomy is dropping in both Vagrian and Stormon. You can see that it's quite significantly reduced every single month. But we really need to get rid of that unlawful territory. I checked that during May 1512 we should have the truce end with Bohemia, at which point, yeah, May 1512, at which point I'll remove both from Holy Roman Empire, and that should get rid of that unrest. In the meantime, we are going to just keep on trucking. How's the integration project going? Still June 1518, so in 6 years. It's not bad. We can do that. A new pope, okay. That is fine. Yeah, things are looking pretty decent here. Realist politics, barrel rifling. It's gonna give us a new cannon, a sacker. Land morale increase, combat with increased and infantry shock and artillery shock increased. That's decent. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to integrating Norway and starting the colonization process here, because for now it's not really much to look forward to. Glory for Estrid. Scholars have discovered ancient documents tracing the heritage of our noble dynasty back to Julius Caesar himself. This must be used to our advantage. Use this to strengthen the throne or publish the knowledge abroad. Let's strengthen the throne. Our legitimacy is really shitty. I'm not joking. I had a couple of small events that sacked it down even deeper, and it's just not funny. Want to offer? Nah, I don't think. But we're gonna revoke their privileges when we can. By the way, corruption went up because we got a couple of corruption events. Okay, Scana is now a seat of a cardinal. That's interesting. Population. Oh, did you build the workshop yourselves? No, that's the warehouse. Okay, workshop you have. Oh! And truce ended with Bohemia. So can we now remove you from... We can. So let's remove Storman and Vagrian from the Holy Roman Empire. And that should greatly lower the unrest. We've been getting plus 10 from unlawful territory, which is actually really a lot. Come on, you're no longer... Oh wait, you're still unlawful territory until June 1517. It doesn't really matter that we removed you. I forgot about that. Well, at least we got the whole money. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode, folks. This one has been running for long enough.